Hello from Gainesville. Got back in town this week. We're what, 1 week out from our wedding, which is last Saturday. Now it's Friday. I got into Orlando earlier this week and I had to finish like 3 of my pediatric ER shifts, and then I got back in town last night, and then Stanley got down in town this morning. And so tomorrow is May the 1st, which means the start of the new month and like a new rotation. So I'll be back in the adult emergency department for the final 2 months of my intern year. So excited to be back in the adult ER. So I spent the morning cleaning up the apartment, and then I finished up this case report that I had to do for something that I submitted like for my ultrasound month. We wrote up a case report and I had to finish the discussion. Now I'm about to head to the grocery stores to do some grocery shopping. I haven't been in Gainesville like in a few weeks since I've been in Orlando the month of April, so have no groceries. Gonna do that, and then yeah, figure out what I'm doing for the rest of the day. I had to make a quick stop at Gainesville Health and Fitness to officially sign up for the gym. I remember I mentioned it in a couple of vlogs back that I now have gym membership here. All right, I am all signed up. I didn't stay for a workout today, but I'll be back tomorrow with my first workout. Stanley says he's gonna join me, so we'll see how that goes. Groceries off at home. Now I came in for my monthly massage. All right, all done. It wasn't the best massage. I was with her the last time and it was like a great one, which is why I chose her again. This time she had on gloves. She said she had them on last time, but I did not notice. But I could definitely like tell the friction with having gloves on, obviously like latex gloves, but she put more oil on. It was a relaxing massage, but definitely not the best one I've been to. And the glove thing didn't have anything to do with COVID, because I've been coming for the past few months and nobody else has used gloves. She mentioned something about having cuts on her hands, and I was like, say no more. You don't have to touch me with your bare hands with any cuts. That was enough. So yeah, the gloves are okay for her. All right, I'm back home. I've never tried this flavor before. Chocolate peanut butter with gobs of peanut butter cookie dough and fudge brownies. Look good. Getting started on dinner. Stanley's making some okra soup. Good morning, guys. Kind of getting a slow start to our morning over here. Making some pancakes and eggs for breakfast.
The shitty schedule that I have.
I love this season. What shitty schedule do you have? You work from home. All right, it is several hours later in the day, like 3:50. I've just been spending the day editing the wedding week vlog, which is gonna go up tomorrow, so you guys should have already seen that. Made some lunch. Salmon, as always, is a favorite, with salad and sweet potatoes. I'm just gonna take like an hour nap and then get ready for my night shift. I'm working 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. and then tomorrow we're going to Silver Springs. We're gonna do some kayaking, so looking forward to that. Alrighty, it is about that time. About to head in for night 1 of 3 in a row. See you guys when I get off. Alright, another night complete in the ER. Good night. It was a good night. I was super sleepy though, like around 1, maybe midnight or 1 a.m. it really hit me. Yeah, good shift. Going home, going to sleep. Tomorrow, Stanley and I are going to Silver Springs. Gonna do some kayaking. It's like maybe 45 minutes outside of Gainesville. So gonna get some rest before then. Good afternoon. We just got to Silver Springs. It's really a gloomy day. It was kind of drizzling on our way here. It's not supposed to rain, but at least the sun is not out too much. Yeah, gonna do some kayaking. One of my co-residents has been here before. He said he had a pretty good time. We're back home having some leftovers for lunch. Silver Springs was super fun. It was definitely a workout, rowing, an upper body workout, but real fun. As we were leaving, it was starting to rain, so yeah, definitely came at the right time. This next year we're definitely gonna make more of an effort to explore Florida more. There's several like beach towns that are maybe like 1 to 2 hours away from Gainesville. Didn't really do much during first year, of course, with COVID and all that, but yeah, this next year definitely gonna explore more Florida. Hello guys, last time I saw y'all it was Sunday. It is now Tuesday. I'm done with my 3 night shifts in a row. I swear yesterday was such a nightmare shift. Like, first of all, when I come into the ER, I come through the waiting room, so I can already see how many patients there are. There was at least 30 patients in the waiting room. There were some outside the door, some sitting outside. Like, it was an overwhelming night. Not even like the complexity of the patients, just the busyness. Seeing so many patients out of the waiting room. It was a busy shift. I left my shift at least 6 charts to complete. I've never left having to complete any charts, so I had to work on that this morning when I woke up, but it was just too busy of a shift. I feel like waiting room medicine is the absolute worst. Essentially, they're triaged by one of the mid-levels. All the labs and images are ordered. When everything is back, you then go see the patient in the waiting room, where you pull them into a triage area, decide if they're going to be discharged or admitted, essentially. And that was like 75% of the patients that I saw last night were from the waiting room. But yeah, it's Tuesday, May the 4th. Tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo. Today we are heading to the pool with Stanley. Weather is really nice right now. Alright guys, so as you know, I'm doing a year-long partnership with Pikmonic to bring you guys study tips and tricks that you can use while utilizing their platform. So if you didn't know, Pikmonic is an audio-visual learning platform that helps you memorize large volumes of material more efficiently. The last video I did, I discussed their newest integration, which is Anki. A lot of you guys use Anki to study, and now Pikmonic is integrated seamlessly into Anki. Also discussed how you can use Pikmonic during your 3rd year clerkship, for instance, OB-GYN. I walked through some of the different study tools and resources that you can use to help you with your clerkships. Now, I know some of you guys are in the grind of studying for step 1, and you may be starting your dedicated period soon. It's usually around that summertime for most 2nd year medical students. And so a lot of step one, or I wouldn't say a lot, but a key part of step one is just studying rote information such as anatomy and biochemistry. We oftentimes save that for the end because we're, you know, worried about learning the physiology or the pathophysiology, the pharmacology, things like that. But anatomy and biochemistry, although it is a smaller part of step one, it is a very important part, and it's a key area where we can make easy points if you just remember some of those key facts. So obviously, you know, different things work for different people. Some people love making flashcards. Some people love making charts and reviewing those daily and doing the spaced repetition with that. Pikmonic, like I mentioned, is an audio visual learning platform. So they create these images, and those images has key features that then allow you to memorize the information. For example, they have maybe a sketch that's talking about a particular drug related to cardiology. In that picture, you'll see certain elements that'll help you memorize key facts for pharmacology when it comes to that specific drug. And so now I'm going to pull up the website and we're going to go over some anatomy and biochem related topics. So biochemistry was just always my least favorite subject to study and memorize. I think mainly because it's hard to relate it to the clinical practice. Like, it's just something you memorize, use it for the test, and then kind of forget it. Whereas anatomy is a bit different. In a lot of situations, you will be using anatomy when it comes to practicing medicine. So let's start with biochemistry first. All right, so I logged into the website. This is kind of like my welcome page. It's welcoming right here. Let me know that I have a daily quiz that I can start. So let's just go to the browse area to the left. And we're gonna scroll down a bit, and then we're gonna look at different step one topics. And so these are all the different topics that are covered and that Pikmonic has for you to study for your step one board. So let's go to the biochemistry section. All right, so they have different sections here. They have molecular and cellular biology, they have genetics, and different disorders, lab techniques, nutrition, metabolism. So let's see what we want to do first. Let's go to genetics. So there's some different disorders. Let's go to the trinucleotide repeat disorders. So they have myotonic dystrophy, Fragile X syndrome. A lot of these are just straight memorization, truly. Let's go to Fragile X. So essentially, they're going to discuss the pathophysiology. They're going to discuss different signs and symptoms, like, you know, large eyes, large jaw. As you can see from this picture right here, just with Fragile X, if this can stay in your mind right here while you're on the exam, like this picture, this is some of the features of Fragile X. The patient will have a large jaw, they'll have large ears. I'm just going to click play on that. And then from here, it'll kind of tell the story. This is the story right here. You can play it. And then this is kind of a summary of the story right here. So you do that one card, bam. You can then go and review. You can do a quiz for it. Always good to study, then do a quiz right after to see how much you're truly retaining. And I love that feature right there, the quiz feature. And so the same concepts apply for anatomy. There's so many different organ systems, and they break anatomy down by the different organ systems. So you can do cardio, then GI, and then let's see, respiratory. All the different systems will have an anatomy section for it. And it's really important to just work smarter, not necessarily harder. Make things more efficient and easier for yourself. So picking out key resources during your dedicated step one study time is super important to ensure that you're studying efficiently. I highly recommend that you add Pikmonic to your study regimen if you have not already. Dedicated study pairing is a super important time to have, you know, the most efficient set of resources and not having 100, but rather a few good ones. Of course, I have a discount code for you guys if you're interested in checking Pikmonic out. I'll leave it here as well in the description box, and that can save you money on your next Pikmonic subscription. Happy studying, everyone. All right, guys, it is Cinco de Mayo, which means I'm gonna head out, have some margaritas and tacos. Stanley unfortunately has to stay home and work, so solo dolo for me today. It was packed in there. Ordered a couple margaritas to go and some food, and I am headed home. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the vlog here. Hope you guys enjoyed this one once again. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.